Regardless if you're a new agent or an experienced agent, there is something in this video for you, because it doesn't matter the number of transactions or the experience that you have, success leaves clues. So I want to share with you some common tips, some common strategies that I have picked up not only from my personal experience, but also having worked with hundreds of agents on a one-to-one level every single year. All right, so let's get into it. Document. You must document what you do every single day, not only from an efficiency perspective, because it's going to help you replicate your processes over and over again, but also it's going to help you identify if you're even doing the task that you should be doing. And by you documenting, you're able to replicate yourself incredibly quickly. So you're able to create SOPs, so standard operating procedures, or record whatever it is that you're trying to replicate for somebody else to know. Let's just say you want a buyer's agent as part of your team going forward, or an admin as part of your team going forward. Well, if you document everything that you do right now, you're quickly able to pass off that SOP to somebody else so they can do that work moving forward, and you don't have to. Guard your time. Regardless if they're clients or prospects or somebody that you just met, they will take as much time as you allow them to. So you as an entrepreneur must be careful of where your time goes, because when somebody calls you and you pick up that phone, you are dedicating time to that conversation, and chances are after you wrap up that call, there's going to be a lingering effect of you not being able to get right back into the zone of whatever it is that you were working on. So you may think that you're on the phone for 5 minutes, but in reality, studies show that once your pattern gets interrupted, you going back into deep work, or you going back into whatever work that you were doing, takes some time. So just be mindful of that. Protecting your time is one of the best ways that you can actually earn more money, given that you have more time to dedicate to prospecting, more time to work on your business, more time to grow your business. So if somebody is calling you, you're on their schedule. You're not on your schedule, because they're the ones that dictated when the conversation happened. Never stop prospecting. When you feel overwhelmed, it's very common to want to slow down and say, I can't take on any more business, so I'm gonna stop prospecting. I'm gonna stop doing what it led me to be overwhelmed with business altogether. That's the last thing that you want to do. Really think about that. Whenever you were overwhelmed with business and you kind of slowed things down, you really didn't stop your business for that day, for that following day, that third day. You're still going to be as busy, including possibly even more busy. You're not going to get that relief on that moment that you paused the prospecting just because you just couldn't take on any more clients. You don't have that release valve at that moment. That release happens 30 days, 60 days from now. So the work that you're doing today in real estate will be seen 30 days, 60 days from now. So the inverse is also true. The things that you don't do today, you don't see that action, or you don't see an immediate result that day. You see it 60 days from now, where for all intents and purposes, you're overwhelmed. You have 5 deals, 30 deals, 1,000 deals on that day, whatever busy means to you. You have all of those deals today. And if you pause prospecting, what brought you here in the first place, you don't get that relief right now. On the contrary, in 60 days, you're going to be wondering, where's all my business? Niche down. It's very important to be a master of at least one thing. So whether you're the new construction person, whether you're the probate person, whether you're the short sale person, whatever niche you decide to go into, either the moving up specialist or the downsizing specialist, the first time home buyer specialist, whatever the case may be, really be a master at that. Really be that person that people know you because of that particular skill set, that particular niche that you take care of. Now, one of the pushbacks that I get whenever I suggest that you niche down is, well, Jaime, I don't want to only be seen as a new construction specialist, because the people that are looking for resales, they won't reach out to me. But don't worry, people will still reach out to you because they see you as the expert. People will still defer to you and reach out to you because they see you as a real estate professional first. Yes, they may think that you're the new construction specialist because you are, but at the end of the day, they're going to defer to you for anything real estate related. And then it's your choice. Do I want to work with resales or not? Know your market. If you're brand new to the industry, this is super important. This is that differentiator between getting into real estate and succeeding, and getting into real estate one year and then being out of business the next. This is that important. You need to know your market. This is how you stand out, because starting out, you don't have much business. So the best thing that you can do for yourself is invest in education into the market. Now, you will be prospecting, you will be learning about contracts, you will be learning about all that stuff, but it's so imperative that you focus on the market itself. So know what's going on in your community. Log into the MLS every single day and notice how many active listings are there for that day, how many expireds there are for that day, how many homes went into pending status that day. Understand what's going on in your community. Nurture your leads. You have to follow up on your leads. You have to follow up on people that you even think will never ever buy with you. You need to follow up with every single person that is in your database. There's been many times where dead leads get resurrected with one simple text. And I'll give you one right now. So let's just say you had a bunch of buyer leads that ghosted you for whatever reason, or you spoke to last year, right? And just nothing ever materialized. They stopped answering your calls, they stopped answering your emails and all that fun stuff. One simple text will resurrect a ton of conversations. So you can text them, "Have you given up on buying a house?" ? That's all you need to send to that dead lead that you thought was dead, and wait for a response. Ask more questions. You have to ask more questions to every single buyer lead, every single seller lead, every single person that wants to work with you. Ask more questions about the type of homes that they want, the type of loan or financing that they're going to seek. Ask more questions about their timeline. Ask them more questions. Qualify them more, because the more that you qualify them, the more time that you are going to save down the road. And I know this can be uncomfortable, especially if we're not accustomed to it. We're accustomed to getting a soft yes or a soft no and then just calling it good. So if we get, "Yeah, I'll work with you down the road," cool, we leave it at that and like, all right, well, we'll chat later. And then you find out later that 3 months down the road, they're closing at the title company with another agent. Or we get a soft no, where had we asked an additional follow-up question that would have elaborated on what that no was, which would have been a false objection, we could have gotten that business. So oftentimes we give up too quickly. Now, these are very effective ways for you to grow as a real estate agent. However, this is not the entire list. There's a ton of other tips, a ton of other strategies that I did not include in this video. So I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments section what you share to other real estate agents just getting into the business, or what you wish you would have known before you got into the business to really help the community out.